Why we need enemies and why we must rise beyond them. Namaskaram, this is Sri from 60 Plus Crazy, the only channel where wisdom comes with humor, philosophy comes with fun, and age is just a number. We forget on purpose. Today's question is deliciously controversial. Why do we need enemies? Yes, you heard me right, enemies. The very people we complain about every morning after coffee, before meditation, and sometimes during meditation. Let's dive into it question by question. First, why do humans secretly love having enemies? Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how energetic some people become? The moment they start talking about someone they don't like, suddenly the posture improves, their back straightens, their voice grows louder, even their Wi Fi works better. Why? Because enemies give us a direction for our emotions. They help us justify our anger. They help us maintain our cortisol levels like a personal stress gym. They let us feel morally superior. And at least I am not like that fellow. If you want to understand someone, watch what they complain about. Enemies give us the perfect complaint package. Two, do we really need enemies or do we need a purpose? Let me poke your brain a little. What if I told you that enemies are not a sign of weakness? They are a sign that you exist strongly enough to disturb someone else's comfort. Think about it. Gandhi had enemies, Mandela had enemies, even God had enemies. So maybe the problem is not enemies. Maybe the problem is our relationship with them. Conflict is not optional. The question is, who do you become through it? Enemies test your clarity, your boundaries, your values. They sharpen you the way friction sharpens a blade. Third, what happens if you wake up with no enemies at all? That is where it gets interesting. Imagine this. You open your eyes one morning, no one dislikes you, no one irritates you, no one judges your WhatsApp forwards, no one complains about your lifestyle, your choices, your success. Tell me honestly, wouldn't life feel a little boring? Like eating rice without curry, or living in a world without auto drivers honking at nothing? When nothing opposes you, your inner energy collapses. Because in the absence of external friction, we lose internal fire. This is why the Japanese say, the nail that sticks out gets hammered. But they also forget to mention that nail also becomes the strongest. Four, but wait, do we actually need enemies or do we need to evolve beyond them? This is where meditation comes in. Sit down, close your eyes, and imagine a world with no enemies. No grudges, no jealousy, no comparisons, no tiny sparks of irritation that make your eyebrows rise. What do you feel? At first, peaceful, like entering a spa where even your thoughts whisper. But wait a few seconds more. Slowly, a strange emptiness appears. Because without enemies, you can't blame anyone. You can't play victim. You can't outsource your misery. You can't justify your laziness. You're forced to face yourself. That is the dangerous part. That is also the liberating part. Buddha said, your only enemy is within, the one who refuses to see the truth. Find the real secret. Enemies exist to show you where you still need to grow. Every enemy you have, real or imagined, is a mirror. The colleague who irritates you, mirror of your patience. The neighbor who complains, mirror of your boundaries. The person who judges you, mirror of your insecurities. Even the random stranger on Facebook who argues for no reason, mirror of your need for validation. Enemies aren't obstacles, they are unpaid therapists. 6. But true evolution that begins only when you outgrow the need for enemies. Here is the final twist. You need enemies until you don't. Once you mature, once your identity becomes strong, once your mind becomes clear, the enemy disappears not because they changed, but because you did. You begin to understand people don't attack you because you are wrong. They attack you because they are hurting. And then suddenly the enemy becomes a teacher. If you confront the world properly, it transforms itself into something less terrible. Similarly, if you confront your enemies properly, they transform into your fuel. The final message, my dear friends, you don't have to fight your enemies. Also, you don't have to love them. Just learn from them and grow so much that they become irrelevant. Because the day you no longer need enemies, you become your own source of strength. Try this meditation today. For 60 seconds, imagine a world where there is no enemy, only you, your breath, and your potential. If you can stay peaceful in that world, congratulations, you are free. This is Sri from 60 Plus Crazy reminding you age is not a limitation, enemies are not obstacles, life is not a fight. It's a constant unfolding of who you are meant to be. Stay crazy, stay wise. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.